A good look at TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Spot.
They will run for the first time here with White. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, Sam off. Smooth. Yes, yes. Leo. Shoot.
2nd and 1. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wide 80. Check, 47. Got you. I got you.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Look, squeeze. Get it.
From the gun, Eason. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right over there. Yeah.
Off play action. Eason. That's complete to White. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo, look at me. Zipper. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Ready?
Back to throw. Eason. Buying time to his left. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. In for the score. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one done with it. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. To throw is Brady. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
You better be afraid of me.
First down, a run with Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Rock it. Hurry.
Back to the air on second down. Eason. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo. Even. 4th down. Even. Mike 50.
Here we go.
Mike 55.
Looking to throw. Eason. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Eason. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set 18, Gator.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check 24. Check 24.
Two.
Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. And logo. Snap.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with us. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you're in zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone.
Milo
Bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win
on third
down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Get some Gatorade.
Fourth down on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Nearly a huge return.
Played none of your games in the league,
24 yards. And this offense takes over in great
shape.
They
text me like, man, what's up with your partner, bro? I said, man, that nigga played, bro. Yeah, you got a game.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Go! Look at me! Go! Go!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge.
That's how I feel about my D. My D-line is decent, bro, but I can't do shit. They don't get no pressure, bro. Like, I got to try to create pressure.
Call the first of their
I'm fucking with the gaps. Like, other teams be getting pressure on my ass just by running a 4-man rush or some shit. My ass I got to create pressure. So this shit be pissing me off.
Back to throw. Eason. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Again, he finds an opening.
Doing this shit, bro.
Way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there.
It's hard on them kind of niggas, fool, because you don't know what to expect.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That's complete to Robinson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time. They'll run forward to Cohen. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Brady hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And it goes down. Myles Jack able to drop it that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Eason. And he'll find Hall. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eason. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Bro. Come on,
let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Down. 50 plants.
I got it. Watch tight end. Watch
man,
tight end. Tight right.
Smooth.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Hard. Yep. Shoot.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Hall. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running through in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
What we got? 50's the mark.
Throwing again. Eason.
Third interception,
intercepted.
Man.
Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Watch twins.
They try again with Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Brady. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Check, 47. Come on, baby.
Here's Brady to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number fours come, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw four.
No, what's interesting is, what did the coach...
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll push the lead up to 29.
Yeah, keep running cover 2, boy. I got something for that.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in after one.
Every player didn't come out.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain there of 21 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Cohen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Brady. He's got his tight end, Burton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Bro, what are you?
Brady's throw there complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Brady 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
Run that shit down, baby.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down.
47. I got it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Eason. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it. Yeah.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
53.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Watch that.
On 2nd and 9, Brady gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Bro, I'm outside the
flag
tackle.
comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the double. Hey, Haywood.
Man, I got you. 58. Mike, 58, right there.
Five.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Hey,
Off play action. Eason got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Set, ready? 30 base. 65.
On 1st and 10, Eason escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Throwing on first down. Eason. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Bravo.
Off the play fake. Eason. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You better break. I'm letting you know right. Hey, high 7. Go.
Off play action. Eason. This will cut right around the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score as his guys continue to pour it on. I tell you, Charles, you played the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other argument, I get it on the other side. Is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners.
Yeah.
He just said it right now.
Get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that'll do it for us. For
this
Charles
is that
Davis and all our
greatest
crew,
league.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Whoever just watched my stream.